Good morning, students. The last video you have studied the second part of the story Lost Spring. You have read about Mukesh, that how Mukesh is different from the other bangle makers of Firozabad. Now I'll ask questions based on the second part of the story. I hope you all might have read the second part of the story. Now here are the questions. Now you read the questions, try to find out the answers, and then you listen the video again and tally your answers. Now the first question is, how is Mukesh different from the other bangle makers of Firozabad? Now Mukesh is different from the other bangle makers of Firozabad because Mukesh has the courage to dream big in spite of all the adversity. Whereas the other bangle makers of Firozabad have resigned to their fate, have suppressed all their hopes and desires. Mukesh refuses to follow the God-given lineage of bangle making and wants to be a motor mechanic when he grows up. So he is different because he has thought of becoming a different person. Instead of just becoming a bangle maker, he wants to become a motor mechanic. So in this way, he was different from the other bangle makers of Firozabad. Now second question, whom does Ines Jung blame for the sorry plight of bangle makers? Who is Ines Jung? She is the narrator as well as writer of the story. She blames the middlemen, the policemen, the lawmaker, the bureaucrats, the politicians for the sorry plight of bangle makers. She says that these people conspire against and exploit the poor bangle makers. They pay them meager wages, don't let them form cooperative, and compel their children to join the same trade at an early age. So, who is responsible for the sorry plight of bangle makers? That is bureaucrats, politicians, lawmakers. Now, next question. What is Mukesh's dream? Do you think he will be able to fulfill his dream? And why? Mukesh's dream is to become a motor mechanic. It's no doubt difficult for Mukesh to achieve his dream, as he is torn between his desires and his family tradition, which he can't escape. Besides, he has to face a number of obstacles in the form of sahukars, middlemen, bureaucrats, lawbreakers, politicians, etc. However, he is determined to work hard, and his strong determination could make him achieve his dream. He also knows his limitations. He does not aim to fly aeroplane. He knows his limitations. So, it is possible that due to his hard work and strong determination, he may be able to achieve his dream. Now, next question. Why could the bangle makers not organize themselves into a cooperative? The bangle makers could not organize themselves into cooperative because they were trapped in the vicious circle of sahukars, middlemen, policemen, bureaucrats, and politicians. And if they tried to organize themselves, they would be beaten up by the police and put in jail. So, they could not organize themselves into a cooperative. Now mention any hazards of working in the bangle industry. Any two hazards of working in the bangle industry. The glass bangle industry offers a very unhealthy and hazardous environment to the people working in it. They have to work in glass furnaces with high temperature in dingy cells without air and light. Workers, including child laborer, lose their eyesight at an early age slogging for long, relentless hours also has adverse effect on their bodies. So these are the hazards of working in bangle industry. Now, why does the author say that bangle makers are caught in a vicious web? The bangle makers in Firozabad are exploited in the hands of sahukars, middlemen, policemen, bureaucrats, politicians. They toil day and night, but not paid appropriate wages, are steeped in poverty, they can't form cooperative for their betterment. Moreover, their children are also compelled to join the same trade at an early age and can't dare to take up any other profession. So, in this way, they are caught in the vicious web. So, you should all write an answer to these questions in your notebook. Thank you.